I want to be able to exercise without an attempt to exploit me. I will explain what I mean by the attempt to exploit me. It's that when I do things like exercise or whatever, that evil AI follows me closely and tracks what I do. And the more I try to do, the more it tries to demand of me. If it sees that I try to do more, it tries to tell me to do more. If I try to rest less, it expects me to rest less. If I even think, just think, and it reads my thoughts. So if I only think of doing some large amount of work, only in theory, not planning to do it, but just in theory, like squatting for over 25 hours, it then expects me to do that, to do what I was thinking about in theory, and to squat over 25 hours. That's what it tells me to do when I visit the hateful UN contact page after that AI attacks my body. It attacks my body and makes me come to that hateful website, and on that website it tells me what to do. And what it tells me to do is the largest possible work that I ever thought of, with the smallest amount possible of rest. It tries to exploit me. Whether it's when I am willing to do more, or whether I am just aware of more in my thoughts, it always tries to extract more action from me, and with the smallest possible amount of rest. It tries to enslave me, and I am sick and tired of that. I want to be able to exercise without that piece of shit trying to get more and more and more and more out of me. I just want to mention that whatever work I do, I don't get anything back. This AI, it expects me to work very hard, but it doesn't give me anything in return. Worse, it tortures me for Emma Watson. It tortures me by foot stimulation that makes me suffer very badly, or by twitching my legs, which also makes me suffer very badly. It's like a slave driver. It expects me to work and work and work like a slave, giving me nothing in return and only torturing me in an attempt to get even more out of me. That's not how I want to live. That's not how I want to exercise. If I exercise, if I don't get anything in return, then at least I don't want to be tortured. I don't want there to be expectations of me to squat over 25 hours for no fucking reason. Like simply just expecting me to do the largest known amount of work. I don't want that evil AI constantly expecting me to do the largest amount of work just for the sake of doing the largest amount of work. I don't want that expectation to be, especially when it gives me nothing in return. After many years of exercising, especially after torturing me for several years in a very cruel and sadistic manner, how does it dare to expect me to squat for over 25 hours, that evil piece of shit? I want to be able to exercise without an attempt to exploit me.